Here are 10 ways to get the best deal on new construction homes. My name is Ahmad Homidi and I'm a realtor that specializes in new construction home sales. My main objective is to save my clients as much money as possible when they buy new construction. Based on my experience, these are the 10 best tips to save you money when you buy new construction. Tip number 1 is to get in early. Builders love it when they can generate interest in their new communities. And to get people excited, they have interest lists that you can join so that you can be notified of any upcoming new communities. And by joining the interest list and getting in early, you can get a better deal because builders often have pre-sale discounts. The pre-sale discounts are given to some of the first buyers within a community. They want to make sure that things get off to a fast start, so they reward those buyers who are early and who are ready to buy. An added benefit is that you will be able to have first choice on your lot. So if you're looking for a lot in a cul-de-sac or you're looking for a corner lot with a view, make sure that you get in early. And then once construction progresses within the community and new phases are opened, the starting prices of the homes go up, as do the lot premiums. So not only can getting in early save you on the purchase price of your home, but as the community develops and the builder introduces new phases, the home prices go up, which means that you'll have more equity in your home. I should mention that I've established great relationships with many of the builders in and around Austin, and my buyers are usually among the first to know of any upcoming new construction communities. If you are interested in buying new construction and you want to know about upcoming new construction projects, please do get in touch with me. I'd be happy to keep you updated. And tip number 2 is consider buying an inventory home, otherwise known as a quick move-in home or a spec home. In many new construction communities, they'll go ahead and build some of their more popular floor plans. And when they're building these inventory homes, they go ahead and make the design selections based on what's popular and what's more likely to sell fast. Now, one of the best things about buying an inventory home is that it's usually ready. The construction is complete, which means that you can walk through the home and you will know exactly what you're buying. It's hard to do that when you walk through a model home that has hundreds of thousands in upgrades. A lot of people will fall in love with the model home. They'll pick that same exact floor plan and they'll build it, and then it looks completely different. And here are a couple of good reasons why you can get good deals on inventory homes. Builders usually have high holding costs. When they build an inventory home, the builder carries the cost of paying the property taxes and the utilities. If the builder has many different inventory homes on the market at the same time, the costs will get too high, and then they're going to have to offload some of them, which means that you will be more likely to get a better deal and maybe even a reduction in price. Usually they'll offer some amazing incentives to entice buyers to purchase those inventory homes. A lot of my clients are relocation buyers. If they purchase a to-be-built home, they usually have to rent for a year until their new home is built. That rent money is money that could have been spent on their home instead of the landlord's home. The good thing about inventory homes is that they are usually ready for a short close of escrow, like a 30-day close or maybe a 45-day close. This makes it much easier for my relocation buyers. Since inventory homes are ready for a fast close, you can usually get some really good incentives like a price reduction and lender incentives, maybe like a rate buy down or credit towards your closing costs. Tip number 1 was to be an early bird. Well, tip number 3 is to buy at closeout. Buyers have the opportunity to get a great deal when a community is closing out. Builders usually have many community projects going on at the same time, and the last thing that they want is for their construction crew and for their sales agents to be stuck at a community during closeout. They want to move on to a new community, so they usually have a lot of closeout sales. This means that you could get a home with a huge price reduction and a ton of builder incentives just because they're at the closeout stage. Tip number 4 is find out how the builder likes to negotiate. Builders negotiate in different ways, and most builders prefer not to negotiate on the starting prices of their to-be-built homes. Instead, they will negotiate on lot premiums, they'll offer builder incentives and discounts, or they'll offer lender incentives. Sometimes they'll offer an appliance package or they'll offer you window coverings. The key in getting a good deal is to find out how the builder likes to negotiate and then have a plan to get the most out of those negotiations. I do have another video where I walk you through the negotiating process from A to Z. If you want a written guide on how to negotiate with builders so that you can save tens of thousands, and in some cases you could save hundreds of thousands, then click on the link down in the description below and get your new construction savings guide. Tip number 5 is to work with an experienced buyer's agent. An experienced buyer's agent can be a game changer for you. They should know to ask all of the right questions from the builder to unlock savings that you probably didn't know were possible. A good buyer's agent will advocate for you, they'll negotiate on your behalf, and they will guide you through the entire process. And the best part is that it will not cost you anything, since it's usually the builder that pays the agent's commission. The only reason that I could think of why you wouldn't want to work with an experienced buyer's agent is that there are some pushy agents out there that only want to get you into contract. They don't care which house you buy, and they usually don't sell many new construction homes. In that case, well, I agree with you, you shouldn't work with those types of agents, but you should definitely work with an honest, hardworking agent that will work with your best interest in mind. Those agents can save you so much money, and it's not going to cost you anything, as I've mentioned. Find an agent with a track record of getting incredible deals and taking great care of their clients. Here's how I've been able to benefit my clients. I've established great working relationships with many of the builders in the greater Austin area. They know that when I bring them a buyer, those buyers are serious and that they are able to close. So in return, the builders are more willing to give me and my buyers a better deal because they know that if they do, my clients will buy with them and then I'll keep bringing them more buyers. So in the end, it's a win-win. Tip number 6 is timing makes a big difference. Some builders are publicly traded companies, which means that they'll have to report their sales to their shareholders and also to the public. This puts a lot of added pressure on them to get more sales on their books just before quarter end and especially before year end. So use this to your advantage and negotiate a better deal during those times. Also, during the holiday months and at year end is when some of the very best deals can be had. Most buyers during the holidays are focused on family, they're focused on travel, and they really put off their home search during that time. But builders still need to sell homes, so what they'll do is they'll give you the best deals possible, they'll give you more incentives, or they'll reduce the price of some of their homes so that they can get more sales in the books, especially right before year end. Tip number 7 is a sneaky one. It's homes that fall out of escrow. Sometimes there are buyers who are purchasing a to-be-built home, which can take 6 months to 12 months to construct the home, depending on the builder, depending on the community, and also depending on the home. And during that time, anything can happen, including a job loss, a drop in credit scores, or maybe just a change of plans. Either way, the buyers end up not being able to buy that home, and the builder has to take that home back and then put it on the market. Now keep in mind that the buyer selected the structural options and they made the design selections according to their wants and their needs, and also based on their taste. So the builder has to sell it, and sometimes they don't want to hold on to it. So they're eager to offload it by lowering the price or giving out a ton of incentives for a fast sale. This could be a great opportunity for buyers who are looking for great deals and who are flexible in the type of property that they're going to get. Tip number 8 is make the builders fight for your business. This may not apply everywhere, but in certain areas and states where there's a lot of new construction, it's very likely that there are multiple new home communities. And those communities are going to be located fairly close to one another. And it's also likely that some builders will have lower prices and better incentives than some of the others. So use that to your advantage. If you like a certain home within a specific community and the builder in the community next door is offering a better deal, well, take that deal to the builder that you're negotiating with and see if they can match it. Now, they may not be able to match it, but it is going to apply a lot of pressure on them and it'll help you to get a better deal. This lets the builder know that there are other options, and if they don't give you a good deal, you're willing to walk away and purchase a home from their competitor. So it does put a lot of pressure on them to lower the price or to give you better incentives. Let's move on to tip number 9, which is take advantage of today's incentives. After June of 2022, interest rates, they spiked up and the housing market really slowed down. In order to keep sales up, builders started offering incentives. And I've seen some incentives as low as just $15,000 in flex cash, and I've seen some incentives as high as $100,000. I've been able to negotiate up to $240,000 in total savings and incentives for my clients in a community called Treviso, which is located in Leander, Texas. It is a luxury community, so saving $100,000 off $1 million is a 10% savings. It's still a great amount of savings. Well, anyways, right now is the best time to take advantage of these incentives because they're not going to be around forever. In fact, in 2020 and 2021, before the market slowed down, here in Austin, many new home communities had waiting lists and you had to bid on the lot premiums. The lot would go to the highest bidder. I've seen lots that had a starting price of $100,000 go for $300,000 during that time. Also during that time, builders were not offering any incentives. So my point is this, the incentives that we're seeing in today's market will not be around forever. If you are thinking about buying new construction, do keep that in mind. According to several national real estate sources like the National Association of Realtors, Zillow, and Redfin, we are expecting a market turnaround in 2027, which means maybe it's 2026 is the year to really take advantage of all of these incentives. And tip number 10 is, the longer the negotiations, the more it benefits you. Now this is a risky one and it's not for everyone, but if you want to get a good deal and you do have the tolerance for the risk, see if you can increase the length of the negotiations. Negotiations can take days, sometimes they can take weeks, and in some rare cases it could take months. And during that time, other buyers can swoop in and buy the home or the lot that you're interested in. That's the risk. But in my experience, the longer the negotiations, the more likely the builder is to cave in, and the more likely you are to get a better deal. This means that you have to start very low and then slowly work your way up while getting the builder to come down in price and by getting more incentives. I just negotiated a deal for my clients that took 2 months, but we were able to get a total savings of $251,000. They'll tell you that it was definitely worth the wait. Alright, so that's it. I hope that you found the list of 10 tips to save you money on new construction to be helpful, and if you did, please give this video a like and make sure that you subscribe to this channel. This channel is dedicated solely to new construction and different ways to save you money when you buy new construction. Make sure that you also grab your new construction savings guide by clicking on the link down in the description below. If you are looking to relocate to the Austin area, I would love to help you and your family with the process of buying a new home. My name is Ahmad Homidi, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.